Mr. Demon Hunter.
Hi everyone, thank you again for tuning in to Team Forbidden's YouTube page. I am Andrew the Collector here once again for a deck profile I want to do for a long time, but I never really had the opportunity to. But today I'm going to be showcasing Speedroids. So without further ado, let's get this over with. Alright, so obviously we start out with the 3 Terratop. It's the main searcher. You can special summon it really easily, and it's an immediate search for any Speedroid in your deck. And it's good for synchro summon plays, plus any rank 3 plays that you might have in mind. Then we have 3 Tectumborg. It's probably the second best along with Terratop. Usually the strategy you go into is you special summon Terratop, search Tectumborg, special summon him, and you can use his effect to pop himself and search and special summon any Speedroid from your deck to your side of the field, and it's can open up many different combos. Then we have 3 Yo-Yos, normal summon, special summon, and 3 level 3 or lower Speedroid from your graveyard to your side of the field. Only flaw I have with it is that it needs to be normal summon to be even better for normal or special, but I think it'd be too broken if that were the case. Then one of the more underrated Speedroids is Menko. It's pretty much the battle fader of the deck, except when it's special summoned, your opponent's monsters switch to defense, which is a pretty good hand trap. And it's level 4, so yeah.
I'd argue it's even better than Fader since it has that defensive and offensive capability.
Probably, yeah. Then for the tuners, we have 2 Red-Eyed Die. I really like him because when he's normal or special summoned, you can declare level of 1 through 6, and any other Speedroid on your side of the field becomes that level. The only downside I have with him is that it has to be a different Speedroid other than Red-Eyed Die, but it's open to pretty good plays. The next is probably the best tuner we have is the level 3 Dengendeko. Level 3, and while it's in the graveyard, you can banish it and special summon any Speedroid from your graveyard or from your hand. So yeah, that's really good. Then next we have 2 Triad Dice. Again, another level 3 tuner. It's really standard, and while it's in the graveyard and your opponent declares an attack, you can banish it to negate the attack, and it's a quick play, so pretty good. And then we only have 1 Ojima Kid. I don't know if I said that right, but whatever. He's not a tuner, but when he's normal summon, you can special summon any tuner from either player's graveyard and immediately special summon with him. So unfortunately you can't use Red-Eyed Dice's effect, but it's still worth having at least 1. And then best hand trap, 2-Max C, no need to explain. Alright, now for the spells, we have 3 Speed Recoveries. It's the Monster Reborn for Speedroids, plus while it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to add a Speedroid from your deck, from your graveyard to your hand, but you can't use that the turn it's sent to the graveyard. Then 3 MST. I like MST over Twin Twister in this deck because I don't like to discard anything to my graveyard. I like to keep my stuff in my hand as much as possible. Then Shock Surprise, banish up to 2 Speedroids in your graveyard and then destroy that many cards on your opponent's side of the field, so good destruction. And now for our 1-ups, we have 1 Upstart, 1 Soul Charge, Dark Hole, Limiter Removal for the Chimbara OTKs, Regeki, and 1 Iron Call. Haven't been able to successfully pull it off, but I think it's a good reborn card. And now for the traps, we have 3 Call the Haunted because we want to reborn as much as possible. I was able to reborn Crystal Wing 2 times in the same duel. It was glorious. And then we have Solemn Warning and Fiendish Chain as our 1-offs. I want to keep the 3 Call the Haunteds at least, and the final 2 cards you can play around with. You can exit this out for Solemn Strike or whatever. And that's it for the main deck. Now onto the extra deck. For the extra, we have obviously the 2 Chimbaras. Main source for the OTK. It's a really broken generic level 5 synchro monster. Can attack twice, and every time it declares an attack, it gains 200 attack. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can add one of your banish Speedroid cards from your that's banished to your hand. So good way to get speed recovery back if you need it. Then then to the main ones that you could probably go into the most are the clear wings, which you can also mainly go into clear wing too, with the red-eye dice and the terratops and everything. It's really easy to pull these guys off, especially since they're wind, because a lot of the side effects of the Speedroids is that you won't be, once you use some of their effects, you can only special summon wind monsters, and these are probably the best wind monsters you can go into.
You mean clear and crystal, right? Because you said clear ring twice.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. And probably the second best wind monsters you can go into are the Charge Warriors. Can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls, and the best part is that when it's summoned, you can draw one card. And then we have the one-offs are the Hegentag, or whatever, Hagiatia, whatever you pronounce it. This one. Then you have Stardust, Mistworm, and Puzzle, and that's to round up the wind monsters. And for the non-wind monsters, we have one Trishula, Scarlight, My Baby, Black Rose Dragon, Sexy Ghost Rare, and finally Armades. Alright, and that's it for the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please sure to like, comment, subscribe, and leave any comments for any future video ideas that you want to see from us, because we want to start expanding our roster, not just duels and deck profiles, but any other Yu-Gi-Oh! Ideas. So, yeah, thank you again for checking us out, and we will catch you later.
Audio Jungle.